Greetings, everyone. Happy New Year 2019. I hope everybody had a very pleasant holiday season. I was hoping to get a new lightsaber this last year, but that wasn't going to happen this year. So, as a consolation to myself, I purchased a lightsaber blade. Now, when I ordered my Vader's Vault Hero, which I've had for just about a year, it was last January of 2018 when I finally received this, so I've had it for just a year. When I ordered this with a 32-inch blade. I'm not entirely sure why I chose 32-inch. It's my guess is it was probably I had heard someone say that depending on how tall you are or not tall, you may want to consider a different size of blade. Vader's Vault offers a 36 and 32-inch blade and maybe a couple other sizes, I think. And I said 32. Saberforge, I know, goes to 37 inches. And I found that it's actually a good thing that I had 32 inches because since it was winter when I got this, I didn't have much chance to play with it really outside. And so I did a lot of my work inside with practicing, just drilling velocities and such like that. And my ceiling in this room is a standard ceiling, but in my basement, it's not quite the same height. It's about a foot or a foot and a half shorter. So there are a few nicks and scrapes that are pockmarked all across the ceiling tiles. So it's a good thing that I had a shorter blade, otherwise the damage would have been a little bit worse. So having a shorter blade might be useful to people who are practicing indoors. If you don't have a nice big space to work at or to work in, just to practice, to drill, to not necessarily to have combat, but if you just have not a very huge space, having a shorter blade might be of use to you as you're working on your velocities, on practicing. Some may consider having a shorter blade to suit their style or to suit the type of saber. For instance, if you had Ahsoka Tano sabers, her lime green saber, which actually I don't remember if she holds both of them backwards or not. She might, but her lime green saber is a little bit shorter. Not quite a Shato, but just not quite at full length. So you might consider a 32 or maybe a different blade length shorter than that if it's available to complement her green saber, which I believe is at full length. So that will be one thing that you could consider about having a blade length. Perhaps your fighting style might need to facilitate having a slightly shorter blade, whether or not you use two sabers or not, whatever. So that's kind of up to you. Now, let me go ahead and show you the difference between the two sabers. So, this is the 32-inch that I had ordered originally, and here is my 36-inch. So let me go ahead and bring these up to you, and I'm gonna do an impression of Sidious Sabers because I love that guy. I love his videos. Now, as you can see, the difference between the blades, you can see that this one is much more worn, much more used, and this is a fresh Vader's Vault blade. Now, let's measure with respect to the base of the blades. Measurements come to a difference of 4 inches, which is a significant difference, and that's that. That's the blades. Sidious Sabers, I love you. Are you excited for the new Vader's Vault Hero? Yeah, Vader's Vault doing a new one. I hope you're excited for it. I'm not getting it. I don't have money for that. But anyway, so that just shows you the difference between the two. And looking at it up close, it's a pretty significant difference. If you watched my one video where I compared my hero to my Anakin Attack of the Clones saber, when I was holding it there just kind of comparing the colors, I noticed that there's a pretty significant difference of blade length. The Master Replica's Anakin saber is probably a 36-inch blade, 36 or 37-inch blade. And so there was quite a difference. So, now, as far as how it looks, I don't think that there's any real difference in how it looks. You're blind. You're blind now. Okay, so here's my 36-inch or 32-inch blade. Okay, if it doesn't look quite bright, it's not been charged recently, so it's not at full charge. I noticed that it's got a nice glow to it when it does that. So, but anyway, so here's my 36-inch blade, or 32-inch blades. Forgive me. I find that it's nice for being inside. It's got enough clearance for doing what you need to do without causing too much trouble. Now, let's go ahead and I'll put in my new 36-inch blade. Now, I can tell the difference already just in feeling it and just in seeing it. Those extra 4 inches, you can tell how much closer you are to things. It doesn't leave you a lot of room. And one thing that I will say about the Hero that I had noticed, I didn't say this early on, but the Hero, the emitter extension doesn't create as snug as a fit as I would like it to. You can see there's a little bit of wiggle room that's happening in here, so you really do need to use the blade retention screw. It's not as snug as I thought it would be, but I'm going to go ahead and I'll just put that in here, tighten that up. I don't see any significant brightness difference. Feels slightly heavier. I can feel more weight to it just with those extra 4 inches. It's not much, but it's in the swing. Since there's more of it going around, I can feel more of it with the swing. So, yeah, that extra little bit makes a difference. I don't really want to swing around with this really too much because I don't have a lot of room in here. With my smaller blade, I would do that, but with this one, no. This is much more for outside. So really makes a big difference, I think. So anyway, that's really all I have for you. So again, hope everyone is doing well, and may the Force be with you.